An open mouth in the fabric of existence, endlessly patient, endlessly hungry. It's strange that the sight of a hole in the earth can stop us in our tracks and remind us of the slow, churning gravity beckoning us to the mouth of the yawning grave. But so many fail to see the light hidden at the center of this impossible darkness. This motif emerged from a short but fascinating passage written by Lord Byron in 1807. In An Answer to a Beautiful Poem, he writes, "The luster of a beauty's eye assumes the ghastly stare of death. The fair, the brave, the good must die, and sink the yawning grave beneath." Much like other symbols of death, like the Grim Reaper or Saturn figure, it's an anthropomorphic message to us about the depths of the great mystery. An opening mouth, drawing breath from exhaustion. One can picture an indifference on this face of death. It does not care for the ambitions of the individual, nor the empires they belong to. They all involuntarily march on toward the vast opening, the consuming mouth of inevitability. But the yawning grave hides something more beyond its monstrous visage. There's no shortage of so-called prophets and agents of eschatology, warning that the end is near. We're at the point where most want to forget these images, to exist in a haze of forgetful malaise. But if we gaze upon the image long enough, we realize that it is a coincidentia oppositorum, or a union of opposites. The closer we come to death, destruction, and decay, the more the seed of life, peace, and growth is within it. It's the dot in the yin or the yang. The seed of the opposite grows within, like the eye of the storm. One of the advantages to giving something like the force of death a face, giving it a tangible form, is that you can face it. You can image it in your mind and choose to plant your feet and to not run from it or ignore it, so that when the unavoidable chance encounter occurs, you're not paralyzed by fear. You get to know its countenance. Although it remains this void of inevitability, decay, and change, you adapt. You grow accustomed to its presence. I was listening to a lecture by Alan Watts where he was talking about how we enjoy beauty, and something occurred to me. We stare at a beautiful landscape and gaze in awe, but when asked exactly why the lines of the mountains bathed in sunlight are so beautiful to us, we can't pinpoint why. It is a great and profound mystery. This problem points to something that is irreducible in our nature, as if it were created, handed from somewhere else in its primal and purposeful completeness. Death isn't the only mystery that is confronting us. These paradoxes are embodied and standing before us, not just in the gloomy moments and rainy days of self-reflection, but in the most insanely perfect moments of beauty, light, symmetry, that almost screams out design. And when you suddenly begin absorbing the profundity in the realization that you're there, or here, in this moment, in time, drawing breath and contemplating this mystery while it persists before you is truly worthy of your awe and has earned the curiosity of men and women. Why couldn't the threshold of death be hiding the potential of some great eternal answer to our cries for meaning? The designer speaks in the silent image, and we are within a very precious gift. And we are totally and completely free to fall deeper into the love of the great mystery. Guys, thanks for hanging out for a minute. If you have not seen my video on the false heaven, the eighth sphere, click here. Or my video on the return of the dream time, click over here. hit like and comment. You know the drill. I'll see you all in the next one.